I hope I don't have any key selections for using VLC. But I wrote this note. I suppose I could start telling something someday, sometime. Perhaps this is 2021 year, I suppose it is.
What is it now?
Let's have a look at the mobile technology that used to be from
What brings you to me?
those days
Find
at
some
Nokia's 2021.
Your travels?
But these
That down.
Androids are a bit challenging as you cannot get those, especially Chinese Androids. Eikö se 2020?
I suppose you have another
No,
question.
mä mietin kanssa. Why? No, not this. I was not supposed to. No. That's the problem with VLC. The problem with VLC. Now, how do you? Can I get the previous video back? Emergency service. Yes, but this is supposed to
I know our history almost as well
let's
as
see.
Big by now.
a video playback.
I suppose you
Ah,
have another question.
okay, I have those no, I have those selected in the list. Tervetuloa päivystykseen. That's in Finnish. All of our recordings will be automatically recorded, just as I do. För att höttes. Varför kostar mer service? Almost as I'm.
Me with questions.
Yes, I was. Where is the automated? This is the problem with VLC. You cannot find the automated, just one toggling repeat, so you will have to be switching those videos all the time, on and off.
What is it
What
now?
is it now? Come to me with questions. But this salmon is scalefish. Okay. Should I perhaps? This will be a bit eerie, as we all know, especially Milan knows this. Especially eerie, where you find this playback. Renderer is okay. Windows Defender Firewall has blocked some features on this application. We'll see. Cancel. I hope that doesn't. Where is it? I was supposed to make this a working project. Come to
Me
me.
with questions. I know our
Okay, this is crazy. This is this is a bit maniacal, but this gives me some time to talk. Well, the issue was for me was that all the massive brain damage I caused myself in 2020. No, 2020, 2010. That was my provocative attempt to suicide. But I ended up dead. That was how I spent my New Year. Just kidding. But it was just I don't. The problems I was supposed to talk about for myself. This is no Christmas special 2021, 22 special edition, but what was I supposed to talk about was as I don't fear that much of tubes or isolating. I have problems with that. Isolation, but the issues come with sound. It's just these houses they build now. They attempt to be so cheap made. People get so nervous. They don't really realize how much. I'll give Vigner a break. How much these cause problems to other people? As you don't suppose people have here. People don't hear that much anymore because it's being ruined by with these. Mitä on korvakuulokkeet? Jotkut pads. Some pads. People use these pads that destroy your the connection between your brain It's korokäytävä. Mikä on korvakäytävä muuten? It's the tube that connects your brain, ears. There is a tube in your...
Mietin mikä se on latinaksi.
Oh, you're supposed to say it in Latin. Yeah, so I start reading. I suppose I was about to make this for an excuse, as in for my father. He just sometimes don't realize that much. That's what I'm about to tell or anything. But that I don't fear the tubes. I just wrote this down because I was frustrated again. It's too much the pipe tobacco, which is good. I don't fear tubes. I keep reading this same text when I was making this project again. I don't fear tubes nor isolation.
Ear-kanal. Ear-kanal.
Ear channel.
Kanal.
Ear channel. Canal. Yes, my ear channel is ruined just because of the tube I got into. Was it in 2022 when I called a doctor in Turku, Finland, southwest Finland. I told the doctor I keep having issues with hearing. So the new age doctors, weak doctors, made a plan for me. I was about to wait for it for 3 to 4 months, something like this. I could not hear anything. So they plugged my ears and I got into this tube with inside of this vault. It was 3-4 stages down. There's like some sort of a bunker thing, and this is what caused me the most problem. Was that you're supposed to, I should perhaps show in as a picture about the tube you get into. It's how they treat patients with scanning. It's where the scanning, it wasn't the noise that caused me damage. It was more in the... Mitä ne nyt tuhoaa se? Siellä on joku kuuleeko sä piipityksen?
Se on niitä samoja räjähdyksiä.
What caused me the trouble was I can't really recall that much. Was it the tubing system or the overhaul medication tube, or the combination of medication and tubing? When you have to lay down inside the tube and pass out. I didn't pass out, which was quite strange, because that's what the doctor and the nurse kept telling me. Most people pass out inside the tube. I didn't pass out. I just had an electric shock inside the tube. But I had this kind of a weird thing, vault in my brain, which caused me a huge power load. After the tube, I had my eyes. I could not sleep. I had my eyes open for 3 weeks. They were fully open for 3 weeks. I could not sleep. I kept hearing probably 5 times more than the normal regular human being. I kept seeing things 2 times better, heard 5 times better, which was extremely troubling at the time. But that was the kind of the pipe sound. I love that this roaming sound, because I used to play drums a lot when I was young. The drumming sound is nice, always tones me down, and violin, orchestra music was always what makes me relaxed and calm. Listen to smooth, melodic orchestra music. But the problems with occasionally problems with, especially in Finland, is the most common, which Finland tends to copy the Nordic other countries, which is quite sad, because Finland did not used to be like this about 20 years ago. Well, it's been as in being made as international as possible. And what causes this more is the upcoming immigrations, and especially with this immigration and planning everything. Well, we have, how many airports do we have in Turku, Finland? I don't know, we have 3 to 4 airports. What does that bring to us? Trouble. Maybe perhaps I should find another clip, because this is getting quite. Just watch the same clip of the. Maybe just leave this to be. Where's the? No, not the deinterlace that. It would mess things up even more. Prop aspect. I didn't quite get to talk again as straightforward as I usually most do, because I tend to panic often, especially when I get to have to talk about my own stuff again.
What is it now?
What is it now? Speed, but it's normal. This was the. What's the whole clip of it? This is one of the clips I found from the albums I usually make.
Come to me with questions. I know our history almost as well as Vignar by now. Except I can.
This is my morning beer.
I suppose you have another question? What is it now? What is it now?
How about the
What brings you to me?
the smoked
Find
salmon?
some strange creature.
To find some strange creature and turn into a werewolf and put that. No, it belongs to me. It's my plate. I usually make this like a mix of vegetables and bread and salmon to the plate, and then give it to Vilkas.